right, everyone. Welcome to Rhythm and Roads Las Vegas. I am Joshua Jacob. On today's show, we have a very special guest. We have music producer Jesse Shirts. Welcome, Jesse, to the show.
Hi, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Looking forward to hearing just the journey behind being a music producer. But yeah, let's get started on just your journey. What started for you to want to pursue that to be a music producer?
Yeah, so I guess going way back, I mean, I've always been into music since I was, as early as I can remember. And then I started playing guitar around nine, I think, somewhere around there, like nine or 10. And then I didn't really know what I wanted to do just in life, I guess. And then I was a senior in high school and I kind of started to figure out what producing was. And everything just kind of clicked for me. And I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. So I just started pursuing it and never stopped. So
Well, that's good, man. For those that don't, I'm not too familiar with a lot of what goes on with being a music producer.
yeah,
But for those that have no clue, would you mind sharing a bit of what you do, what a music producer does?
yeah. So I guess to kind of simplify it, I'll usually work with artists, and we were talking about Ashley Felton earlier. Um, so I guess an example with working with her, what she'll usually do is she'll write a song. So the artist will have a song written, and usually at that point it's just lyrics and maybe some chords on the guitar. And then what they'll do is they'll bring that song to me, and we will kind of figure out stylistically what direction they're wanting to go in, and what kind of instrumentation the song will need, and then we'll just kind of um, work through the song. We'll get all the instrumentation recorded, record the vocals, and then mix and master the song. And that's a kind of a very simplified answer, but that's kind of what I do.
All right, so you kind of help build up the song, like
Yeah.
learning about what they want, and then
Hmm.
adding it to the track, and then of
Yeah.
course you have your team who does the songwriting, like her, Ashley, and other people as well.
Yeah.
That's cool. So yeah, so you pretty much are the engineer that help build up the song to where it needs to be with the
Yep.
instruments and certain things. That's cool, man.
Yes, sir.
So how many artists have you worked with? I mean, do you keep count?
Man, I mean, I've been doing this for 9 years now,
Wow,
almost,
dude.
and
Wow.
I've uh, I've worked with a lot of people. I don't even know, to be honest.
Oh man. 9 years you've been doing this?
Yep.
That's awesome. And you're based in where?
South Carolina.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah. Yes,
I don't
sir.
know why for some reason I thought you were in California. I
No, I'm
guess
in. I'm
because of the
in.
like,
I'm in the upstate of South Carolina.
oh, nice, man. Cool.
Yeah, man.
Do you ever travel for any of your gigs? Like they call you to a studio to another city?
No, most of the stuff I do, honestly, is remote.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, so a lot of times I'll just connect with artists over the internet, and then they'll just send me their demo over. I'll do all of the work on my end, and then um, usually either the artist will record their own vocals or record at a studio in their area. Sometimes artists will travel here to South Carolina to record vocals
Really?
with me. Yeah, like
Wow.
Ashley Felton. The last few songs we did, she came out here and we tracked all the vocals in person. So
Well, that's cool, man.
yeah,
I
man.
didn't know she flew out there. Like, because I mean, a lot of it's done remote too, right? Where they can do the vocals and send it all over.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what's kind
Yeah.
of cool is like if an artist isn't able or doesn't want to travel, they can do all the recording where they're at and then just send me the
Wow.
files over. So
Yeah.
yeah, man.
That good. I didn't even know that. So that's really cool.
Yeah, man.
So from you being a music producer, do you have certain instruments that you know how to play, like guitar, certain things that, I mean, I don't know if you need to know that being a music producer, but do you know how to play some?
Yeah, my main instrument is guitar.
Oh, okay, cool. Nice.
Pretty much any stringed instrument besides like violin, I play. And then usually what I'll do is like if we're working on a song and it needs an instrument that I don't play, we'll just hire someone to
Oh, okay.
play those parts.
Interesting.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's cool, man. I wish I could learn guitar or bass. I mean, I love both. I'm a drummer, so that's what
oh sweet,
my skills were in playing drums.
yeah,
But even that just itself is amazing. Just being lost in rhythm and just the song and being the foundation of the beat. But just sometimes when I hear guitars and certain things in the songs, right, the way they do it, I'm like,
yeah.
oh, that's so cool. I wish I could do that, man. Like, go ahead. I know you're saying something.
No, I was just gonna say with you being a drummer, like having a strong sense of rhythm, like you would be a good bass player for sure.
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah. So my brother's actually told me that. He said if you're a drummer, then bass actually would go well on both because it's all about rhythm too, keeping
Yeah,
that rhythm tempo. Yeah,
definitely.
interesting. Yeah. You
Yeah.
know, I want to, one of the artists that I actually enjoyed and I really have to pay tribute to, like those that play guitar for certain songs, is Emmylou Harris. I don't know if you listened to the Wrecking Ball album.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's certain, the song, I think Wrecking Ball itself, the self-title, there's certain sounds of the guitar that they use that I don't know. I mean, after this interview, if you want to hear it, that it's very interesting the way they do it, and I'll send it to you. But I even gone to a music. I was my friends are musicians. They have their studio, and I asked one of them about that, and I was like, "What is this sound that she's using for Wrecking Ball
Yeah.
that has the guitar and it just kind of like echoes?" And they're like, "Oh, that's like I forgot what they said it was." But it's just interesting how music producers can do that or help
Yeah.
get that. You know what I mean?
For sure.
But
Yeah. Yeah, and there's so many aspects of each different instrument. Like, you get lost in the whole guitar world. You can get lost in the drum world with all the different,
yeah.
snares and cymbals and like every aspect of the whole process. There, you can just go so deep on all of it. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
oh, of course, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, for you to learn what you know now, being a music producer for 9 years, did you go to school for that? I mean, did you go to a like? How did you self like? Yeah, that's the story behind that.
Just watched YouTube and just
No way, YouTube,
stayed in my room for 8 years and just you know that's all I
dude. Are
did.
you serious?
Yeah, man.
8 years you stayed in your room?
Pretty much. I mean, like I work out of a commercial studio now, but for actually it was probably like 6 or 7 years I was just working out of my room. I was just
Wow, dude, that's
locked in, man.
incredible, bro. Good for
Yeah,
you, man. Yeah. My friend, he's a filmmaker in Texas, and yeah, dude, he went to YouTube University, and dude, the stuff he knows, I'm like, bro, that's
yeah,
incredible what you can learn on YouTube, and that's good for you, man. That
yeah.
you,
It's an interesting time. Like I feel like there's definitely a time and place for going to school. I think, and if that's how a person learns best, then that can be a good route. But you can honestly learn everything you need, at least to get started with something, just on YouTube by
oh,
yourself, and then just doing something for years and years. You just start to learn the intricacies, and you get that
wow,
obviously experience,
yeah,
and then you know what I mean.
that's badass, bro. I gotta say, good for you, bro. 9 years of you doing this just by learning on YouTube, like, wow, that's incredible, man. Good for
Yeah, and
you.
then also learning in person. Like I said, I work at a commercial studio now,
Right,
and the
right.
owner's been doing it for 20 years or something, and so like I've learned a lot from him, and just being around other people in the industry. Like you just
Yeah,
pick up stuff along the way. So
that's cool, man. So you pretty much do this full time then, right?
yeah, I do this full time now. Yep.
Oh man, what a cool job to have full time and just working around musicians and soundboard and music and all that. Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
man.
Yeah,
Living the
dude.
dream.
Good for you, bro. So what's next for you, bro? Like what are you working on now? What's in the works for the future? Is there any artists you're working with now?
Yeah, I'm working on a handful of projects. I usually have like a handful of stuff I'm working on all the time, just various artists. Mostly all independent artists at the moment. And I think right now something I'm gonna focus on more is I'm gonna start going out to Nashville, hopefully a bit more, just to like network and try to make my way up in the industry, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
No, that's awesome, dude. I'm glad. I mean, I'm glad that you're kind of like venturing out, seeing what works out. I mean, even LA is a good place. I don't know if it still is, but I know there's a lot of great music artists out here too,
Yeah.
especially Nashville, like you mentioned. But I also want to know a little bit more of the journey you both working together, you and Ashley Felton. I mean, she's such a cool artist, man. Just her personality, just the way she is, her songs. But like, how many songs have you worked with, Ashley?
Yeah, so we've done four now up to this point.
Okay,
I
four.
think only two or three are released, maybe three now are out. And so I think if I remember right, I think she just found me on a TikTok video or something. And she reached out, and then we had a meeting and stuff, and just kind of talked about her music and where she was at and where she was, trying to go with everything. And yeah, it just seemed like a good fit. So we did our first song together. It's probably been, let's see, we did three songs last year, so it's probably been 2 years ago we did our first song, and that was a great experience. So we did 3 last year, and yeah, it's been great. She's awesome. She has a great voice. She's a really good
Oh yeah,
singer.
dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
she has a great voice. Yeah. Do you plan on? Is there any more talks of working with her in the future of like maybe an album or EP or?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd love to, keep working with her. I think she was saying she might have some more songs here soon. I don't really
Oh,
know
cool.
what her plans are, but
Okay.
yeah, I'd love to do some more stuff with her for sure.
Yeah. It's if it's okay with you. I don't know if you can disclose certain things, but is there what's the next artist you're working with of their name or like certain artists?
Yeah, I'm working with this guy right now. He's an up and coming guy. His name is Tyler Dan.
Okay.
Really good artist. He's from Texas, so I'm doing a single with him right now.
Cool.
Actually, I can look right now. Let's see who else am I working with, and just a few other like up and coming people. I actually work with a lot of people who have never released anything, so some of
Really?
these artists don't
Wow.
even have anything out yet. So
So they're just starting from scratch. Just oh wow,
yeah, man.
that's awesome, dude. And that's really cool. Is that for you? You're working with these artists that have no like one at least one song out, and here you are helping them get their first single out ever, and you get to be a part of that journey with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and what's
Where
really
you're
cool about that is being able to help an artist kind of find their sound and kind of start to figure out like stylistically, you know, what works best for them and where they're trying to go. You know what I mean? Because a lot of
oh,
people,
yeah.
I guess a big thing with like producing for artists is a lot of times we'll use reference tracks. So
Mm.
let's say someone likes Morgan Wallen, so we might use a Morgan Wallen or a Morgan Wallen song as a reference. But if the artist doesn't
Okay.
really have that sound, it's kind of cool to be able to like guide them, like, hey, like we can kind of still go in that direction, but we need to find your own like unique sound as an artist. I don't know if any of that made sense, but
No, yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, you're trying to find what fits them on their
yeah,
style and who they are. And that's why
hmm,
you're kind of suggesting certain songs from other artists.
yeah,
And if it doesn't flow with them, then it's not for them. You're trying to find that one that fits them. Yeah.
yeah,
And that's
and
important. Yeah.
and also being able to just give some advice on the like business side as far as like okay how to get set up with a distributor, how to collect publishing and royalties, and how to kind of get all that stuff handled as well is cool as well.
Yeah. That's cool, bro. That's
Yeah,
cool.
man.
And there's times in El Paso, where I'm from, Paso, Texas, where I've gone to some recording studios to visit, and I have friends that record songs. But yeah, I've met some few music producers, and it's just cool of just seeing them at work, behind the scenes, getting things done, and
Yeah.
working with the artists. And dude, that's so cool that you do this. Like, how many artists do you work with a day, like on a daily basis, of like when you're working with the project?
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on how many projects I have going at the same time. And it depends too, because like I might not work on one song every single day. It might be like, I get this stuff done, I'll send it to them and wait for feedback, and then so um, it's kind of all over the place. It just really depends on how many projects I have going and what needs to get done week to week, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Then sometimes even one song can take the whole day, right? Sometimes it can lead to that. But yeah,
Yeah.
it just varies. Well,
Yep.
well, thanks, man. I just want to say if there's a way that they can reach you and contact you and ask you questions on just like, hey, I have some songs in mind I want to record and touch base with you. What's your Instagram links and or the contact information?
Yeah, so my both my Instagram and my TikTok are at Jesse Shirts Music, and the best way to reach out about working on a song is I have a form in the bio for both Instagram and TikTok,
Okay.
and basically they can just fill out their information, their contact info, kind of what they're looking to do, um, and just kind of like where they're at, and then what I'll do is I will reach back out to them and usually set up a phone call so we can kind of talk and make sure it'd be a good fit to work together.
Oh, cool, man. Well, I'm glad you do that. I'm glad that you actually talk with them and see if they're a good fit and, kind of
Yeah.
ask them questions. But I believe that's important because you don't want them to, if it's not a good match, something happens and it just doesn't work out.
Yeah, and what I do in my style doesn't work for everybody, and it's like obviously don't want to waste people's time, and like the best projects are always when like the producer and the artist are like completely on the same page, just stylistically and
Yeah,
everything. It's not
right.
like there's no like weird, you know, confusion or whatever, and those songs always turn out really good. So I always like to
That's
make sure
cool.
that we're a good fit, and if I'm not a good fit with somebody, then maybe I might know someone
Recommend.
who would be a good fit. So
Right.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, thank you for that. Yeah, Jesse. And I just want to say it's been a pleasure to have you on Rhythm and Roads Las Vegas.
Yeah,
Man,
man.
9 years, bro. That good for you. 9 years doing music, being a music producer, working with variety of different artists, and just man, just the journey of that, just learning different styles of music and the genres. Dude, that's
Yeah,
so
man.
cool. I mean, yeah, for me as a musician, I love different genres of music, but just to be at a studio to see all that, bro, you do have a job that's a dream, bro.
Yeah, man. It's great.
That's awesome, bro. Well, guys, if you'd like to share your story on Rhythm and Rose Las Vegas, my Instagram is Joshua Jacob Official. Feel free to send me a message and we can have you on and come on and share your story as well. So, well, just Jesse Shirts, it's been such a pleasure having you on Rhythm and Rose Las Vegas. And those out there, just know that just get out, try something new, and let's see what can happen and living out your purpose. So, all right, guys, talk to you soon. This is Joshua Jacob, Rhythm and Rose, Las Vegas.